out the lights, but did it come with the music? Did you see this overnight? San Diegans are sharing their theories on these mysterious lights that appeared off of our coast.
Okay, we've been asking around for answers. CBS 8's Chris Grow shares what we learned.
And look, these lights, while a mystery really throughout much of the night, shook up social media. You could see people talking about them in San Diego as well as in Tijuana. Yes, you could see them all the way in Mexico, but also in neighborhoods like Bejo, thanks to this video from Alan Olson. But we also saw them in Encinitas, Chula Vista, and Mission Beach. Now, here is exactly the timeline, so to speak. We started getting calls and sightings around 10 o'clock last night. We got to work trying to identify exactly what these floating bulbs of mystery were. We didn't get necessarily a concrete answer, but the best one so far is that San Diego Police Department told us that they were told by lifeguards that they are flares used for military exercises. However, we did reach out to Camp Pendleton and NAS North Island, and they said that they were both unaware of any type of activity or any of these lights. Now, we also reached out to MCAS Miramar as well as the Coast Guard, so we haven't heard back. And of course, a lot of people jumping down the rabbit hole on Reddit as well as other threads asking if these could be UFOs or could they be flares used for military exercise, maybe even a call for a second season of Kenobi or some sort of Stranger Things stunt. Nobody really knows right now. Again, we are waiting on confirmation from one of the military branches. If we do get that, we'll be sure to let you know online at CBS8.com or on our app.
All right, Shalom. This is Howard One by Nyasha Allah of the Lions Den Camp. I want to say Kal Halayim, La Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, by Hashem, Harakah Kodash, Ma'amaf. Double honor to the elder apostles of GMS and the elders. Shalom to you, Akim, and Akwatim and children that believe in sincerity and truth around the four corners of the earth. Yeah, man, you see the chariot, it has some chariots popped up over there in San Diego about 2 days ago. What stuck out to me is everybody called them strange lights. Somebody explain those lights in the sky, you know. And also they had no answers. They were saying it's part of the new series Stranger Things. You know, giving it all kind of reasons and purposes to it that's not true. So what stuck out to me is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. All right. And you know what? I got another one I want to get. Because he said everybody could see these chariots from Texas to Mexico, New Mexico. So they were that bright in the sky that everybody could see it. So you know what scripture I'm probably thinking of. This is Revelation 1:7. Behold, he cometh with clouds, all right? And clouds are the chariots. They're an object that casts a shadow, all right? A shadow casting object, which are the chariots, all right? At night they call what? Fire, which would be lights. And every eye shall see him. So everybody going to see these chariots, all right? Is his face going to be projected in the clouds? No. You know, we weren't taught that, and the scriptures don't speak about that. What he's talking about is every eye is going to see the chariots. All right, he had a bonehead teaching that in the past, that you're going to see his face in the clouds. You know, that still irks me to this day. But no, what's going to happen is you're going to see the chariots, man. Just like these New Mexicans or Mexicans saw the chariots all the way from Texas and other counties or cities or states. All right. So he said, what? And every eye shall see him. Why? Because it's going to be broadcasted all over the internet, these chariots as well. And they also which pierced him. So Jake is walking around here the same ones that pierced the Lord, is walking around here in reincarnation and don't even know it. So they're here for their judgment. And these damn Edomites. And all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, right? It's you're either gonna be wailing for a good reason or you're gonna be wailing for a bad reason, because you're getting destroyed or because you're getting delivered. But either way, we're gonna wail when we see the Lord. All right, even so, Amen. This is Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5, verse 2. When they see it, see, they're gonna see it. They're gonna see the salvation of Israel. They're gonna see the chariots. They're going to see the Lord. See that? Goes perfect with Revelation 1:7. When they see it, was that the deliverance of Israel. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, man. And that's what's really happening to these people. They're talking about, we have no idea. Somebody please explain it, right? Because the fear of the unknown. And shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation. See that? The Lord is making this salvation strange to these people. It says, what? So far beyond all that they look for. All right? According to their imaginations, according to their thoughts. So far beyond that. So far beyond what Steven Spielberg can imagine. You know, with E.T. and all that. I think that was him. So let me get this real quick. This is Isaiah 55:8, because this is so far beyond all that these people can look for or are looking for. You know, they're looking for little green men. They're looking for America to keep going. They're looking for it to be drones from another nation, military flares. So far beyond all that they're looking for. All right, Isaiah 55:8. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, saith Yahweh, right? So the way man would think or imagine, they can imagine what the Lord is creating right now. Only ones that can get close to it would be the men of the Lord and the believers that the Lord allowed to know what's going on, you know? He said, shall I do a thing and thou not know it? So he's going to let us know every time he do something. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts, man. All right, so you got a picture from the firmament into the universe. That's how far beyond the Lord's thoughts are to man, to humans. So what the Lord is thinking and creating, man cannot imagine it. All right, so the Lord let the men of the Lord, the prophets, know what's going on, what's happening, the prophecies. So it's not strange to us, man. We're looking for it and hastening unto the coming of the Lord. All right, looking for a new heaven and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So Isaiah 43:19, behold, I will do a new thing. Right, refreshing, man. Delivering Israel, man. All right, creating us to be refreshed and new. Now it shall spring forth. Shall ye not know it? See that? So when the Lord springs it forth and brings about the manifestation of those prophecies, divine intervention, the Lord, what? He said, shall ye not know it? All right. So the elect are going to know. We're going to know exactly what the Lord is doing. And I will even make a way in the wilderness. So the Lord made a way through Yahweh Shai and ultimately Abba Bivens right here in America through the spirit of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. And went down to the elders of GMS, all right, and to the Akim today. And rivers in the desert. So he turned a dry place and sent water. He started that with Yahweh Shai. To give drink to my people, my chosen, man. All right, so today we have that drink. We have our thirst is quenched. We got the answers to what's going on. We've been given an unction of the Most High. We know all things according to his will. Ecclesiastes 3:11. He have made everything beautiful in his time. See that? Even in our current condition, we're still beautiful because the Lord gave us righteous garments to put on, right, through Yahweh Shai. He said, put on that beautiful garments, man. All right, so we are perfect in the condition we're in, meaning Esau is perfect as a chastiser to the ones being chastised. The Lord made the perfect story. So when we're glorified, we're going to be perfect in that as well, all right? So we were perfectly destroyed. We're going to be perfectly glorified. It says, he have made everything beautiful in his time. Also, he have set the world in their hearts. See, the elect are going to be beautified. The children of Israel, New Jerusalem, But the Lord hath set the world in their heart. All right, 2/3 in these heathens. That goes along with Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. So far beyond all that they're looking for. So they just can't imagine what's going on. So that no man can find out the work that Yahweh maketh from the beginning to the end. But the Lord said, what about Isaiah 43:19? I will do a new thing, not now it shall spring forth, shall ye not know it? See, the elect are going to know. But these heathens in 2/3, they're going to be asking questions. What was that? What was those strange lights? This is Matthew 24:27. For as lightning, so they're going to be amazed at it, man. It's going to be something to marvel at, like making the movie The Marvels, cartoon. So he said, what? For as lightning cometh out of the east and shineth even unto the west. That's like them chariots, man, shooting across the sky. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Said nothing about putting his face in the clouds, nothing like that. What he said he's going to do, like lightning shooting across the damn sky. All right. For wheresoever the carcass is, there will the eagles be gathered. That's right. Because Jacob be getting grabbed up in martial law, and ultimately the eagles represent the chariots. All right. Wherever the body of Israel is, that's where the eagles are going to gather, the elect, or the chariots. And also wherever the 2/3 are, that's where the nations are going to gather to feast upon the spiritually dead bodies. All right, in martial law. Immediately after the tribulation of those days, see, it's going to be a tribulation, martial law, and famine. Immediately after it, the tribulation of those days, shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of heaven shall be shaken. All right, because and ultimately, verse 28, you can say that as the martial law troops, and also the angels, man. Go in Psalms 91. The Lord gonna give his angels charge over thee, and they're gonna gather around you. All right, the angels of the Lord encampeth around them that fear him. All right, this is during the tribulation, before the destruction. Immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened. All right. And the moon shall not give her light. What's that? Nuclear fallout. All right. Blackened sky from the missiles. And the stars shall fall from heaven. That's those missiles. ICBM missiles. And the powers of heaven shall be shaken. And right there, it's talking about the rulers too, but the powers of heaven is really talking about the sun, moon, and the stars, and the earth. They're going to be shaken out of their place, all right, by the missiles. So the scriptures say the earth shall reel to and fro. Those are the powers of heaven that the Lord created. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven. And then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn. See, he goes perfect with Revelation 1:7. Every eye that sees him is going to wail because of him. All right. And they shall see the Son of Man, what? Coming in the clouds. Not see him putting his face in the clouds. No, we're going to see him coming in the clouds, in the chariots, according to Revelations 1:7. All right, so these chariots, the Lord is among them, just like he was in Mount Sinai. All right. Son of Man, you're going to see Yahushua coming in the clouds of heaven with power and great glory, man. All right. And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet. So that's what we're seeing on these news clips. The angels popping up. The Lord said, look up because your salvation is drawing nigh. We're in that time. And they shall, and that goes with Revelation chapter 7. He's going to send an angel with a sound of a great trumpet saying, gather the 144,000 and the 1/3, put a seal upon their mind. And they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other, man. So the Lord, Yahweh, is going to send Yahushua, and Yahushua is going to send his angels to gather the elect into the chariots. All right? And bringing them to him, into his chariot. Now learn a parable of the fig tree. When his branch is yet tender, and putteth forth leaves, ye know that summer is nigh. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know. All right, we supposed to know it, man, and feel it. We're in that time. All right, this is it. This is the one. This is the age where we're going to see the return of our King, the God of heaven and earth. All right, Yahweh, sending Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh Shai is our King, man. And they shall, so likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors, man. So the Lord said he's at the doors. All right, that's why we're seeing these chariots pop up over San Diego in the midst of an economic collapse and crash and recession and Armageddon over there with the gathering of troops with Russia and Poland and Finland and NATO and Lithuania and Ukraine and America, and with Iran and looking to join the BRICS corporation agreement, and then NATO expanding and getting ready for war and using America as the spearhead for that war, the hammer. In the time of weather atrocities where Esau's messing with the weather, the prince of the power of the air, where they talk about martial law, doing that, switching over to a whole new electronic-based currency system. All right, plagues out here, you know, race wars, civil wars being stirred up. So this is that time, man. This is the time of the birth pains. Matthew 24 and 33. So likewise, when ye shall see all these things, know that it is near, even at the doors. All right. Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass till all these things be fulfilled. So if you're seeing these prophecies happen in this age, then you know that the prophecies are going to come to pass in this generation. All right. So if we see Titus and Vespasian, we'd have known that we was in the time of 2,000 years ago, and we were going into slavery. But now we know through the prophecies that we're about to be delivered, man. That's something else, man. That's something to meditate upon and get ready for. Give you chills, you know. Heaven and earth shall pass away, so this current rulership is going to pass away. But my words shall not pass away. All right? But of that day, and if his word is abiding in you, you won't pass away as well. You know, we'll continue on into the kingdom. You know, even if somebody was to die in his truth, their spirit is going to be with Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai. He's going to return with them first. Get their new bodies first. But of that day and that hour knoweth no man. See, it's strange to him. No, not the angels of heaven. See, the angels don't even know it. Think about that. They're visiting the earth. Their eyes are upon the sinful kingdom. They're watching, they're making intercession, doing what the Lord commanded them to do, carrying our prayers back and forth to the Lord, you know, preparing for the wars and all that, fighting for us. But at the same time, they don't know what hour the Lord gonna say, go take it, take the kingdom, you know, and they're gonna see Yahweh Shai, the conquering lion, getting off the throne and making his way here. All right, so not even the angels know it, that hour or that day, that blessed day, but my Father only. So the only one that knows that is Yahweh. Whew, man, that's so much power, man. But as the days of Noah were, all right, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. So just like the flood, this is going to be the first death, this is going to be the second death, which is the fire, all right? It's going to catch everybody unexpectedly. Just like when Noah was out there prophesying, a preacher of righteousness, today the Lord set up priests, and someday to become kings, all right? And the Lord is building an ark, a spiritual ark, and getting all the clean and separating the unclean. Okay, so this is a spiritual ark to protect from the elements, which would be the fire this time. And that ark is Yahushua, the archangel, not a natural. And he's the captain of the seas, man, the heavens, the Shemayim, and we on his boat. He said, get on board. And the ark today is those chariots as well. For as in the days of Noah, in the days that were before the flood, they were eating, drinking, marrying, and giving in marriage, until the day that Noah entered into the ark, man, until the elect shall enter into the chariots, man, till that day. All right, after the tribulation, when all hell breaks loose, and everybody loving this place and living it up like Ja Rule, and then out of nowhere, the mirth of the land is gone. Look at this place right now, man. America is in shambles, and then soon the recession gonna kick in. Hyperinflation's kicking up, gas prices, lack of food. They're trying to starve everybody out so they can get them to go down to Egypt for help, you know. So, for as in the days of Noah were before the flood, just like with Lot, they were eating, food, right? So there's a lot of industries going, and also eating financially, all right, and consuming, nation of consumers, and drinking, all right, even spiritually going into philosophies, man, and physically drinking, marrying, right, contract going back and forth, businesses going, marrying, you know, that little LGBT, whatever they got going on, and giving in marriage, you know, and regular jakes, people just getting married, you know, male and male, girl and girl. That's what they're doing now, but originally it would just be Adam and Eve. Now they got the other thing, you know. I ain't gonna go into that because they've been block my page. Marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered the ark, man. Until that day, man, and all the destruction happened, the flood wiped out everybody. So that's what's gonna happen now, to silence everyone, you know. And they knew not, see, that they don't know what the hell going on. That's why they like, it's strange to them. Somebody please answer. Cry for wine in the streets. They need some answers, you know. And knew not until the flood came, man, and took them all away. So shall also the coming of the Son of Man be, man. So that's what we witness in these chariots, man. Let me get this. All right, Psalms 91 and 9. 7. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh to thee. That's when the elect are getting taken up into the chariots, entering into the ark. All right, just like Noah. So it's gonna be the slain of the Lord shall be many, thousands of people, tens of thousands. That means like millions, really. Only with thine eyes shalt thou see and behold the reward of the wicked. Only with your eyes, man. You won't feel it or experience it any other way but by seeing it through the chariots, all right, or as you're going up into the chariots. All right, you're going to remember everybody that came against you and came against the word, and you're going to look down and know that they're in that fire. They got burned up. Nothing can make it out of what the elect are going to see. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. That's right. So, you know, that's our habitation. You know, we're climbing into the ark for safety. Letting the Lord be our dread, letting the Lord be our fear, and he is also our righteousness. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. All right? For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. All right, so they're going to be gathered around the elect. They shall bear thee up in their hands. All right, so they're going to guide you through the tribulation. At what point, nobody knows. But at some point, they're going to guide the elect through the tribulation and say he's going to redeem the elect from death and from the power of the sword. I mean, to keep us from dying in it and keep us alive and sustain. He said his elect shall eat and be merry. All right, so for he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. So everything you're doing in those days. All right, you're going to be guarded like better than the Secret Service. They shall bear thee up in their hands. See, they're going to guide you all the way up to that point to get delivered. And the tractor beams, you're going to be beared up and brought up to the chariot, and they might grab you and pull you in. You know, make sure you get in there safely. Because the Lord going to give them charge over you, you know. And they ain't going to be able to let you dash your foot against a stone. You're going to make sure you don't fall. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone, man. So, you know. So, yeah, man, we're going to trust in his wings, in the chariots. Under his wings shalt thou trust. His covering. All right, and that's what these represent, the strange lights that they're trying to figure out. Well, those strange lights represent the strangeness of the salvation of Israel.